Every day, strange little things happen. You sneeze. Someone instantly says, "Bless you." You wash 10 socks. 9 come back. You drop toast, and somehow it always lands butter side down. We laugh them off as coincidences. But what if some of these everyday absurdities are echoes of ancient beliefs? Fragments of forgotten folklore. Little rituals, passed down so many generations that we forgot why we do them. Tonight we're diving into the strange possibility that everyday life is full of tiny mystical leftovers from the past. And once you notice them, they start appearing everywhere. 1. Why do we say, "Bless you"? Let's start with sneezing. Today, if someone sneezes, we casually say, "Bless you." It feels polite. Automatic. But the reason might be much stranger. In medieval Europe, people believed a sneeze could briefly expel the soul from the body. Others believed sneezing left you vulnerable to evil spirits entering through the nose. Yes, through the nose. So when someone sneezed, people would quickly say a blessing to protect them. Some historians even link the phrase to Pope Gregory I, who encouraged blessings during a deadly plague in the 6th century. Back then, sneezing could be the first sign of disease. So, "Bless you" wasn't just politeness. It was basically saying, "May God protect you, because that sneeze might kill you." Today we say it automatically. But originally, it was spiritual emergency response. To the mystery of the missing socks, now let's talk about one of the most ridiculous mysteries of modern life. The disappearing sock. You put 2 socks into the washing machine. One returns. The other vanishes forever. It's such a universal experience that people joke about a sock dimension. But strangely, folklore from centuries ago includes creatures blamed for exactly this kind of thing. In Scandinavian myth, there were household spirits called tomt. Small invisible beings believed to live inside homes. They protected the household, but they were also mischievous. If annoyed, they might hide small objects, move tools, or make everyday items disappear. Coins, needles, and according to some folk tales, clothing. Of course today we blame washing machines. But long before appliances existed, people were already blaming invisible house spirits. Maybe the sock dimension has older roots than we think. 3. Why toast falls butter side down. Another everyday tragedy. You drop a piece of toast, and somehow, it lands butter side down. Almost every time. Scientists actually explain this using physics. But older folklore might have had a very different interpretation. In medieval Europe, food falling was sometimes considered a sign of fate or bad luck. Butter was especially symbolic. In many cultures, butter represented prosperity and nourishment. So dropping buttered bread could be interpreted as a warning, fortune slipping away. Some folklore traditions even suggested mischievous spirits might interfere with food. Because in older beliefs, food wasn't just nutrition. It had spiritual significance. Meals were sacred moments. Which means spilled or dropped food could be interpreted as the universe, or the spirits, sending a message. Or maybe gravity is just cruel. But ancient people might not have seen it that way. 4. Knocking on wood. Here's another strange habit many people still follow. You say something hopeful. "I've never broken a bone." Then immediately, you knock on wood. Why? This practice might trace back to ancient pagan traditions. Early Europeans believed spirits lived inside trees. When people touched or knocked on wood, they were calling on these spirits for protection. A way of saying, "Please keep this good fortune safe." Some traditions even believed knocking on wood could trap evil spirits inside the tree, preventing them from interfering with your luck. So that quick little tap on a table, it might actually be a 2,000-year-old ritual disguised as a casual habit. 5. Why we make wishes at 11:11. Many people notice the same thing. They look at the clock, and it reads 11:11. And suddenly someone says, "Make a wish." Why this specific number? Some believe repeating numbers hold spiritual meaning. In modern spirituality, 11:11 is often considered an angel number, but the fascination with repeating numbers goes back much further. In ancient numerology, certain numbers were believed to open small moments of cosmic alignment. Times when reality briefly became more flexible. Moments when intentions or wishes could travel more easily through the universe. Today we treat it like a fun coincidence. But historically, numbers were believed to be the language of the cosmos. Tiny signals hidden in everyday life. 6. Why we cross our fingers. Another strange habit. Crossing your fingers for luck. This gesture may date back to early Christianity. The cross shape symbolized protection. By crossing fingers, people created a tiny cross, believed to ward off bad fortune. But even before Christianity, intersecting lines were believed to represent points of power. Moments where spiritual energy could gather. So crossing fingers wasn't just superstition. It was believed to create a small protective symbol. A pocket-sized shield against bad luck. Today we use it casually. But originally, it was a miniature ritual. Conclusion: sneezing blessings. Vanishing socks. Falling toast. Knocking on wood. Crossed fingers. Tiny everyday behaviors we rarely question. But many of them might be echoes of ancient beliefs. Fragments of old rituals. Superstitions that quietly survived centuries. The modern world may feel rational and logical. But hidden beneath our daily habits, there may still be traces of the mystical thinking that shaped our ancestors. Little reminders that humans have always searched for meaning, even in the smallest moments. And once you start noticing these strange traditions, you begin to realize something fascinating. Everyday life might be a lot more magical than it first appears. Subscribe for more strange history, forgotten folklore, and mysterious ideas hidden in everyday life. Because sometimes, the most ordinary things have the most mysterious origins.